All righty. Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. My bad about the little mishap. I was just having a little trouble messing with this StreamYard. I don't know what was going on with it, but it was giving me a hard time. So I'm trying to make sure that my reception is pretty good. I'm not really sure. I feel like I don't feel confident about this, but let me keep moving this around a little bit so I can see. I mean, it didn't tell me I'm out of that is not good reception, but I don't like seeing the arrows and not seeing no reception bars. I don't know. Let me see what I can do. I just want to make sure that when I start everything. Yeah, I knew that was about to happen. Yeah, let me get this fixed. Let me try to get this fixed. Oh, let me see. I'll put this under here and maybe. Oh, give me. I don't know. I just feel like it should be more bars than that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, okay. I think I got it fixed now. So, how y'all doing today? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. Peace to all the gods and the goddesses that's going to be coming into this chat. The kings and the queens that's going to be coming into this chat. Welcome. Um, please like, please sub, hit that like button on your way in. Please sub to the channel, hit that notification bell for the people that. Hey, how are you, honey bunny? Yes, yes, that's right. Remember my super summer. So I wanted to get into remembering Summer today. You know, she is the reason why I had content for my channel. I started my channel right around the time that I literally channeled Summer, or she channeled me. I don't know which is what. She reached out to me and showed me where she was. I never been to Tennessee. She took me to Tennessee and showed me a place I had never seen, but I made sure I memorized it and took it in. But let's go back 3 years. So 3 years ago, we heard about a beautiful little angel by the name of Summer Wells, who was quote unquote missing. Okay. So I was watching this lady that used to do content on here, but she done changed her whole name and did everything all different. 3 years ago, this is what I'm talking about. So her name used to be Dark Rose. She done changed her name. She done changed her channel. I don't know if it's only because of people harassing her about Summer Wells or if it's from more other cases. But at the time, I was watching this lady because I knew she was real. I had saw her doing something on another person by the name of Mo3. So so when I seen this at the time, it was 6 months later from when she first posted her piece about Mo3, and and 6 months later they had a whole video to show everything that she said on this video about him. So I knew she was real. If I wasn't gonna listen to nobody, I was gonna listen to her. The rest of them I wasn't so sure about. So she did a piece about this girl named Summer Wells, 5-year-old. She showed this picture, which turns out not to be Summer, which is crazy. So wait a minute. Hopefully you can hear me. So hopefully this is not messing up. I'm getting irked. Why is my reception giving me such a problem? Okay, let's try to do it like that. Oh shoot. I had it and now it failed me again. Um so So let me just finish going back about it. I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. This is really irking me today. They're trying to give me a hard time today. They're trying. Let me see. Hopefully that'll stay because that looks good. So hopefully that'll stay. Now, so at the time, this woman, her name was Dark Rose. She was doing a piece on Summer Wells. She had a picture of her. She had two pictures of her, and at the time, one of them what turned out not to be her, which was wild because if I'm not mistaken, that might be the picture that I read on, or I read on both of the pictures. I'm not sure. So I knew how to do that. So I was trying to contribute in any way that I knew how to contribute to help Summer. So So she showed this picture of this beautiful little girl by the name of Summer Wells, which I think turned out not to be Summer. It was not Summer. I don't know who that little girl was with that blue shirt and why. A bigger question is why did their family put that forward to be Summer and that wasn't even Summer? Like, that is really creepy and really crazy. Like, I don't know who submitted them pictures, but it had to be somebody from the family, and they submitted a picture that wasn't even her. So that's the number one thing. Now that I'm looking back at it, it's really crazy. Like, they was trying to throw us off the track since day one. So anyway, so this lady named Dark Rose, she was doing a reading on Summer Wells, and she was pulling cards, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because um she just wasn't getting her normal um big amount of information for Summer Wells. She would get things, but she just wasn't getting the amount that she usually gets about cases. Why? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. So she felt like she wasn't getting the right read on Summer, but I don't feel like she wasn't getting the right read. I felt like Summer showed her what she could relate to read her. Like, I almost feel like Summer's story was a lot of her story. The parts that she wanted her to know, I feel like the reason why she only showed her these parts is because they had the same story about them parts. First of all, they both was Aquarius. Second of all, they both had the same story about where they grew up or how they grew up and what type of town it was. I really believe that's why she only showed her certain things because she could relate to it. Now I don't know that for a fact because I haven't talked to the lady, but I really believe that's the reason why she actually became frustrated because she only would show her certain things, and I feel like it was purposeful. It was because these are the things that she could relate to and attach to get clarity on Summer. So where some of us, the rest of us, might not be able to attach to that or relate to that. So she started off doing this reading, and I believe the date was, I'm gonna try to estimate. I'm gonna say I believe the date was 620. Was it 620? No. So it was 622? No. 623? Yeah. Okay, okay. So the date was 623 when she did a piece on Summer. So she was trying to like pull cards and she was just getting little inklings here and there, but she wasn't really diving deep like she usually does. And I just believe that it was only she was only meant to see certain things about this baby because it's the things I think that she asked God and the guides. I don't know if she believes in God, but if she does, I believe she asked God and her spirit guides to actually show her things that she can relate to in order to um, read the situation. And that is why I believe that she only seen certain things is because that's what she could relate to. So I just was on like a spiritual journey, I would say. So I started my channel on 610. I did my first piece on 6/10/2021, and I was talking about I knew I wanted my channel to be about spiritual power, about about helping and me enhancing my spiritual power and helping others to do the same. Now, I knew that I was going on this journey. I was doing at a time I was doing like a meditation challenge. It was called the 21-day abundance challenge with Deepak Chopra. I don't know if you heard of him, but yeah. So I was doing that and I would meditate every day. I started off with 10 minutes the first day. Then I did according to what he had on the 21-day challenge. But he starts you off with 10 because he don't want to bore you and he don't want to make you break your focus. So he don't want to overload you with too much time. Then he took it to like 15. Then like the next day he'll take it to 20. Like, and then he started taking it shorter again. Like, as he took it longer, he started taking it back shorter. Then he have different exercises like visualization exercises, just thought exercises, just manifestation exercises, like things like that. So it was 21 days that I did this. So at this time, I didn't understand that I was actually enhancing my spiritual power as I was doing this 21-day abundance challenge. But I was soon to find this out. So um so like I was saying before, the lady Dark Rose was doing a reading on summer. She was pulling cards, and she had this picture up the whole time as she was pulling cards and doing her reading. And so I know that I'm a great picture reader and I'm a great people reader. I'm a great energy reader. So I just did my part to try to contribute to what she was doing, because I knew I didn't know how to, well, I thought I didn't know how to channel and do the things that she has done. I knew that I know how to look at people and see right through them to their strengths, their weaknesses, what's wrong, their emotional state, the things that they're hiding. I could do this all just like a glance at a person. I just see their whole life. And I could also do it through pictures. So the fact that I knew I could do it through pictures, I said, well, let me contribute in this way. And that's what I did. I was looking at the pictures, which turned out not to be summer, which is so crazy to me. I just can't get over that part. From the beginning, they was playing with us, this family. I don't know if it was the mother or the father, but from the beginning, they was playing with us, really playing with our intelligence. From the beginning, they put forth a picture that wasn't even summer. So they got us out there looking for a child that's not summer. So what does that tell you? They got to be involved. They have to be involved. But I'm going to tell you why I know they're involved, but it should tell anybody with common sense they have to be involved. Why are they doing these deceptive um attempts to like mislead us and make us think we're looking for somebody that we're not even looking for? So I actually assume, I believe it was the parent, um um Candace. Now let me put something across the bottom. I was supposed to do my banner, but let me put the fair use banner across the bottom real quick. Okay, because things I'm gonna say, everything is allegedly, and the things I'm gonna say might really um step on some toes, and I'm gonna say them unapologetically. I feel like I owe it to my baby girl to do so, and law enforcement owe it to her to actually investigate this case. They ain't did that at all for 3 years. So I'm gonna be going over the little things that I came across, things that I learned from this place, that place. I'm also gonna be going through, and I feel like everything that I experienced, um, I'll get into that later. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I just wanted to run this fair use, and copyright disclaimer and fair use act, and um I forgot what else it's called, but I wanted to make sure that everything is allegedly. This is for commenting purposes, reporting purposes. Yeah. Okay. So that's my protective thing. Now I'm going to go back to my other banner. I don't think I even. All right. Wait. Let me do my other banner. Okay. So I just wanted to put that there because I'm going to be getting into some stuff. So through the reading, when I was reading these pictures, like I said, I know how to read people's pictures, and I could just see everything about them. It's just a gift that I have. So I was looking at this picture. I remember putting in Dark Rose's comments. Well, no, I didn't. I was going to put in her comments. I could see that this girl is uncared for, and that she is severely neglected. Which the crazy thing is, this was not Summer, y'all. This wasn't even her. So I'm sitting up here making comments about a child that was not Summer the whole time. So I'm like, I could see she was not cared for. She was severely neglected. That she wanted out of whatever the situation that she was in. I don't know who that child is right now. I remember this girl named, I think her name was like Missing but Not Forgotten or something like that. She had a channel, and she was going hunting, trying to find out who is this girl, because this is not Summer. It was a little girl in a blue shirt in the beginning, and this is what the parents put forth. I believe it was Candace that put forth and said that this was Summer. This little girl in the blue shirt in the very beginning that the picture was released is supposed to be, and had us looking for somebody that was not Summer. I believe that the mother, Candace Bly, did that to mislead us from the beginning. So I was reading this picture thinking this is Summer, and I'm talking to, but at the same time, I'm talking to whoever, whatever Dark Rose is talking about. I'm talking to this baby like, I hope you're not in the afterlife, baby. I hope, I hope you're not in the spirit world. And I was like, but I was saying, if you are, then this is all the things you could do. And I just started telling her, like, giving her like a briefer on everything she could do on the other side if she is, like, just kind of like a tutorial. So I'm like, you could do this. I remember saying, like, you can control the elements, you can control earth, you can control the air, you can control the water, you can control the fire, but no, no, no on the fire, baby. Like, I just remember saying something like that. I was saying you could fly, and I was like a superhero, and I was like Super Summer, baby, and that's why I call her Super Summer. If you ever seen anything on my channel and see that I put Super Summer when I'm talking about her, that's why I call her that, because of the first conversation. So anyway, I started like trying to give her a little tutorial about how the heavens work if she is there. So after I did that, I felt this like suction feeling, like around the crown of my head. I felt like pulled into something, right? So I felt this like a suction feeling around the crown of my head, and then it sectioned off to the back left part of my head, right? And so then next thing you know, I'm seeing things. I've seen this. Remember, I said I was going through my meditational challenge. So this has enhanced my spiritual power unbeknownst to me. So I see these long golden leaves that look like weeds or leaves, and I also seen this sketch that looked like either like a comic book sketch or something that looked like a Native American man. So I thought, I don't know, but that's what I thought, that it's a Native American man or a Latino man. But for some reason, my first inkling was that is a Native American man. And then I see like I'm pulled into somewhere. So they pulled me into their world, which this was Summer. She pulled me into her world, and then I was like seeing through her eyes, right? I'm not so sure that it was her living eyes, but I was seeing as if she was living, if you understand what I mean. So, so I'm in Tennessee, it turns out, only because I only know that I'm in Tennessee because this lady was doing this reading on her, and I knew that she was from Tennessee. That's all I knew. So anyway, so I assumed it was Tennessee. So I look to the right and I see these trees strategically placed. I got all this stuff on my channel because my channel became about her when I first channeled her. So so I look to the right and I see these strategically placed trees, that which made me think we in a park or something. That's to the right what I see. So, and I also see like streaks of light coming through when I'm looking to the right, but it was light enough where I could see the green of the trees. But then when I look to the left, I see these tall trees all bunched together, right? And when I look down, I see the reflection of the moon in the water. So did you hear what I said? So, hey, how you doing, Miss Peacock? You say, yes, there are many pictures that are not summer that we were led to believe was, yes, girl. They tried to mess with our intelligence from the very beginning because they got something to hide. I truly believe the mother is responsible for for what happened to Summer. And I believe that Hunter knows, but I'm not gonna jump on Hunter because he was a child. He should have never been exposed to things like that. But who I will jump on is Candace Bly and Candace Hera, because remember, Candace Hera was there. Yes, Candace Hera was there. Okay, so yeah, so let me put that up so I can see what you're saying. Yep, there are many pictures that are not summer. We were led to believe that it was. The one you are speaking of, the child was wearing the all blue outfit, yeah, pajamas or something. Yeah, and that was not even her. I just couldn't believe that. That was the first picture put forward for us to believe that that was Summer, and that wasn't even Summer. That's the first picture that they put forward. So they already was trying to deceive us from the beginning. So yes, yes, it's okay in your opinion, not in your opinion. Look, I already covered us. I already put the disclaimer. Everything is allegedly, and I already put up the Fair Use Act and the things to protect us. Yes, I try to tell people no one will listen in chats. I mean, yes, I try to tell people this too. I mean, it gets wilder than that. So, so so I was pulled into this place that looked like Tennessee. Yes. What you say, Grandis, as well, that she's responsible, right? I feel like Grandis is responsible as well, too. So, yes, because she was there and she witnessed it, and she won't turn on her daughter. I know some of it is fear, and I really believe that that fear is what made Grandis take that video. Do you remember that 7-second video or whatever where she's showing Summer, if you ask me, Dying? If you ask me, she was losing her livelihood at that time. Okay? In that backseat. And she thought she was already gone. And that's why, yes, with the milk, yes, in the red spot that I believe was BLOOD on the seat belt, yes, yes, with that picture, yes. And she had a video. Remember, she went back and took the picture of the video when Summer was in the back, and then she act like she made a mistake, and she was telling her that she was taking a picture. But I believe the grandmom did that because she thought once she seen what her daughter was capable of, I believe that she feared for her own life, and 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 she wanted to have some type of proof just in case she turned on her and took her out of here too. Like, I really believe Grandis did that video out of pure fear. So yes, yep, I believe that Grandis did that video out of pure fear. So fear for her life. Now, um, I don't, but you know what's even wilder? Ooh, I got to get into it. You say, yup, she tried to say Grandis accidentally took a video when it was supposed to be a pic. It was supposed to be a pic, but I believe Grandis, she either, I don't know if she accidentally took a video, but I know she wanted to get some type of proof because she was scared crapless of Candace after that happened. She felt like she was capable of anything. Remember, she seen what really happened to Summer at the quote unquote swimming hole. She saw. So let me finish telling you about my vision, and then I'm gonna go to what I all came together, how I put it all together, what it meant to me, and what I feel like really happened to her because it's a lot. So, like I was saying that I seen tall yellow golden leaves. I saw a sketch of like a comic book sketch or some type of sketch of a Native American looking guy. Um, I also saw, I don't remember. Was it a scar on his right cheek or something? Yes. So the Native American guy had a scar on his cheek in the sketch or whatever. So I don't know if that was to go to say something about her daddy, because if I'm not mistaken, her daddy got a scar on his face. So, oh, they said her dad. You hear this? This is my tool. It's a spiritual tool that I use to talk to God and the ancestors, and they going off about that. So I don't know if that scar on the Native American man cheek was to say that her daddy had involvement in this too, because her daddy got a scar on his cheek, if I'm not mistaken. So, so, um, yes. So what was I saying about the pick, all that? And I started talking to her, telling her what she could do. She pulled me into her world and showed me this place that looked like a park. When I look to the right, I see a place that looked like a park with strategically placed trees, and it's streaks of light that's coming up. That's like going through, and I can't tell if this is sunset or sunrise, right? Because it's dark, it's light, but it's only light enough where I can see the green of the trees. But then when I looked to the left and looked in the water, I seen the moon reflecting in the water, because it was water that somebody was carrying me next to. And it was no divider between me and this water. We was walking along this dirt trail. This person was carrying me, and I believe I was Summer, seeing through Summer's eyes. I'm not so sure that it was her living eyes, but how my gift worked is that I'll see through the eyes as if they are living, even if they are not. Wait a minute. Let me turn that off. I didn't even mean to have this on. Let me turn that off. So yeah. So how my gift worked is I'll see through the eyes as if I was living. If I'm a person that's not living, I'm still seeing through their eyes as if I'm living, even if they're not alive, if that makes sense. So so that's what I was being carried gracefully too by who I believe later I found out was Don, back to Warriors Path State Park. I didn't know none of this. I was just seeing all of this for the first time. And when I looked to the left and looked down, I seen a water right next to me, and it was deep water, like a lake, or possibly a river, but it was really still. So it was almost like my spirit took a step back to see the whole scene, and I would describe it as a forest with a body of water in the middle, like a lake or a river. But it was really still to me. It was still water to me. So um I had went to the lady that was doing the reading on Summer, and I was like, Dark Rose, can I ask you a question or whatever this and that? She was like, sure. So I was like, yeah, I'm new at this, and da 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 da, and I'm saying all the stuff that I seen, just what I told you. So she was like, um oh no, she never responded. So she told me to go ahead and ask her, and I was like, this is what I seen, and I was telling her everything that I seen, and I said, what does this mean and all this. So some girl that has a channel on YouTube that I had never met before, she saw what I wrote and said, Rob the Creator, OMG, stop. She was like, and when you look to the right through the trees, no, she said, when you look to the right through the trees, something, it looked like the sun is, what did she say? It looked like the sun is setting and this and that. So because she said the sun is setting, for the longest time, I thought it was sunset. But no, I come to understand it was the break of dawn. It was sunrise. And that's why I still see the moon reflecting on the left side. The sun rises in the east and it sets in the west, and that's why I seen the moon reflecting in the water. So yeah, but it took me a while to figure that out. So anyway, so yeah, so I was asking all this. So I was so surprised at this. This is the first time I ever channeled someone, and this baby girl. So I did a whole piece on it. That was my first piece, like my first video. I made it about Summer because this was the most amazing spiritual thing that had happened to me. So I started telling them what I saw, what happened, and all this stuff. And then it was like for a minute, my channel was only about her because once I talked about her in the first one, she kept sending me more information. And so, and the crazy thing is, she sent somebody else states away from me the exact same vision, but I don't think mine was a vision. I believe I was channeling her. I was seeing through her eyes. It wasn't a vision. If it was a vision, I wouldn't have seen through her eyes. I'd have been looking from somewhere else, you know? So, yeah, I was seeing through her eyes. I was channeling her. And yeah, and so yes, and we're all able to do these type of things. It's just that we don't even fathom that we can. So, we all have these gifts, but we all have to learn how to ignite them, you know? So, me and this girl that I had never met before seen the same exact thing. I just think she never looked to the left, and she was saying something about a road and some rocks. So once I channeled all of this, I just became on a mission and obsessed to find out what does this mean? Where is this at? I started looking up Tennessee, parks in Tennessee, all this stuff. And within 3 days, I found out that that was Warriors Path State Park, right? Within 3 days, they started releasing picture videos of her in the water. And let me talk about that part. When she was in that water, she wasn't in no knee deep water. She was in really, really deep water. When they showed that picture of her in the water, if that was really her, she was in a really, really deep part of the water. So, I mean, I mean, it looked very deep. I don't even know how much to say deep. It was way more than 12 feet. It was way more than a swimming pool deep. And I seen her going around in a circle in that water. I remember that. So in this video. So then I also found out it was called Warriors Pass State Park. I found out it was in Tennessee. Then we started seeing the videos with Hunter and her and all this stuff. And so I'm just gonna fast forward to this is all that I came together with. I also seen this video of this guy. I believe his name is Jamie Wilson, but don't quote me on that. I know his first name is Jamie. I'm not sure the last name. But this is in the very beginning, before the Chris McDonough interviews and all that stuff. It was before all of that. So I remember it was something with Allison and Candace arguing about something. Oh, about Allison was mad with Candace because she felt like she was trying to get her son drunk, and she was trying to, I don't know exactly what Allison was saying, but she was saying this to like social media and to people, to media people and to social media. So she was trying to put her out there like that. And it made Candace have to defend herself. Now, they going back and forth on social media, but this guy named Jamie was watching this. So he was like, yo, this goes to show you, you got to be careful what you say on social media. You got to be real careful because you never know who listening, who know where this swimming hole at as he's walking up to the swimming hole. So he's walking up to the swimming hole at nighttime at the time. And he's like, look at this. He's like, yeah, this is where they talking about. And he went to some trash bag. They still had the trash out there where they was at the day that Summer was hurt. So, oh, you saw that. Thank God you saw that. You know how many people I argue with about that video? They don't even know what I'm talking about. I end up putting it on my channel so they can know what I'm talking about. So, 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 yeah. So he was like, "Yeah, we got the twisted teas. It had a peach one. It had some other kind. It was three of them, and it had two different flavors. It had a peach one, and it had two other ones or something. But yeah, it was them twisted teas that they was arguing about, and also, so he came back in the daytime where he could really see. So he seen when he came back in the next morning, he showed that it was a purple material in the water. He thought it was a boat cover. Girl, guess what that was? Guess what? As time went on, I went I went into investigative mode, and guess what I found out that was? I found out that that was Summer's first day of school outfit that Donald Wells was speaking of. Her purple frozen dress. Girl, that was her purple dress that they changed her out of. I know them dirty clothes that they had on Summer was not her first day of school outfit that Donald bragged about knowing she had on when he's supposed to not been there. But how do you know she had on her first day of school outfit? What? What are you doing? So yes, that's the stuff that she had on in the back of that car was not under any circumstances, I repeat, was not her first day of school outfit that Donald spoke of. Okay. So it was her purple dress. I got all this stuff on my channel, girl. So it was her purple frozen dress. It's almost like so God and the ancestors was I started um messing with little apparatuses that would help me understand more. Like I wasn't counting out the spiritual information because I had received so much information from what, and they was telling me information. They, yes, girl, that was her dress. You remember that purple dress? The purple material that he thought it was a boat covering or something? That was Summer's dress. And guess what? It had a wound hole, which I believe was a knife hole in around the stomach area of the dress. It looked like someone who was wearing that dress had been poked with a knife. I'm going to say that. Allegedly, but if you go back and look at my video, you'll know what I'm talking about, girl. Okay? I'm telling no lies here. So then he also went around and showed other parts of right around there. And then um it showed some sandals. It was like sandals, like you know how the Jesus sandals, you know, those type of look of sandals. It was those type of sandals there. And and he was saying, yeah, I don't think they're anyone's. No, they were Summer sandals. Summer stayed without school, without shoes on. That's what she do. And she was gonna be tall. So she had pretty big size feet. And they wasn't taking care of her properly and making sure she had her own size of things. They was just giving her hand-me-downs and just, she does caught the tail end of everything. You know how it goes when we don't have much money, we get the hand-me-downs. And so that's what happened. Those were Summer's shoes, and her feet were almost that big because she was going to be really tall. She was going to be, I believe Summer was going to be about 6 feet. Like, you see how tall she was at 5, dancing around there, dancing in that video. She was very tall. So yes, them was her shoes there. I got all this stuff. I even stopped the video, paused it, talked about what I saw and what it is. When I put two and two together, so what helped me put two and two together is one day, it was months later, probably like September of 2021, everybody has stumbled upon this picture that Candace had posted and deleted on her Facebook profile. Of okay, so when you look at it, it shows two of the boys. Um, one of the boys' heads is not visible, but you know it's one of the boys, and I believe it's the oldest. I can't remember no more. I'm not even gonna lie. It's one of the boys, and then it's another boy where you can see him, which I think is Josie. I'm not sure. It could be Josie, but I got all this stuff posted on my channel, girl. All of it. So so one of the boys, and then is Josie. I think it's Josie. It's either Josie or the second boy that's visible. And then you see half of a little girl with this purple frozen dress that I'm talking about on. And this was posted on Candace's phone on 6:15 at 6:06 or something like that p.m. on 6:15. Girl, I lied to you not. 2021, and then she deleted the shit. Okay, then she deleted it. So everybody was in an uproar about this, but when I saw this, yes, you know what I'm talking about. Yes. So when I saw this, it just immediately was epiphany to me, like, this is the purple frozen dress. So the ancestors on the other side was trying to help me through this little spirit box thing that makes words. It was like, I can't remember what it's called. It's not called Ghost Hunters. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a blue screen that comes up and it makes words. It types out words when they're trying to tell you something. So they said frozen, and it was like dress and all this. They kept saying something about frozen. So that's why I call it the purple frozen dress, because I believe she was trying to tell me that was her frozen dress. Let it go, let it go. That girl. We all know that song, child. We all heard that song all the days of our life, and we never hear that song again. It'll never be too soon. But she probably loved Frozen just like every other kid that sung our head off with that "Let It Go, Let It Go." And she got a purple Frozen dress for her first day of school. Remember, she was supposed to start school. So, okay. Now, so yes, she had that dress on, and that was what that guy, Jamie, found in the water. Okay. Yes, girl. I put all the stuff together. Matter of fact, I put all this stuff together in a factual way, a plausible and understandable way. So the guy Jamie that went with this video, he stayed until the police came to collect this evidence. He said, because you never know, this could be evidence. He said this on the video. And he said, so I'm calling them and I'm going to wait till they come to take this because this could be evidence. This is probably useful because they was talking on social media. So that's what he did. He stayed until the cops came. And let me just ask the ancestors right now just to be sure. So God, did Jamie stay until the cops collected what he found to make sure they got it? Yeah, so they had this in their possession, but we have not heard anything of this except from Jamie. This is the type of police work they're doing in Summer's name. This is Detective Pruitt's horrible, horrible idea of investigating Summer's supposed to be disappearance. What you say? Yes, I saw that. She done messed up. Let me see. You said that you have used that. You forget what it's called too. Yes. It's called, like, I can't remember. Hold up. I can find it out. I got my phone right here with me. So I got the app on my phone. It might be Ghost Hunting Tools. I'm about to find out. Because I got the app on my phone. Ghost Hunting Tools. That's what it is. Yup. And it got a hand, a black hand. Yup. It got a black hand on it. And what you saying? What said show, love? Wait a minute. And then allegedly target. He said Guy showered up at the house with G's said showed. I don't know. Hold up. Help me understand that comment. Jamie said that. Oh, okay. Okay, I ain't never follow him back to the house, but I sure enough had that video when he went to the place. And he stayed till the cops came to collect this stuff because he felt like it could be evidence. They steady arguing back and forth on social media, and that was evidence. You say he was targeted as doing something. What? I remember he started backpedaling. I thought he started backpedaling because he knew these people. I thought it like turned out, but it's probably because he was getting death threats. That's probably what happened. Wow. So it probably was because he was getting targeted and death threats. Oh, wow. So, yes. And it was after I seen that thing posted on 6/15 at 6:06 p.m. Supposed to be 20 minutes before the cops came to find that Summer was missing. Uh yeah. This is so it, for some reason it hit me, it came to me like an epiphany. And so I recognize that um this is the same purple dress. The dress that was in that picture is the same purple dress. So also spirit be helping me with this type of stuff, right? So one day I was watching, I think it was that lady. Her name was Missing But Not Forgotten. I believe that's her name. I might be wrong. It might be a little off what I'm saying, but it had something to do with the missing and don't forget them. That's what her channel name was, something like that. So, so we was watching something probably about trying to find out who this girl with the blue dress, or we was watching something about um uh somebody having pictures at the park at the swimming hole. I don't remember what it was about, but I was watching it and I was in the bathtub. So I have my little, when I be watching stuff, I have my little ghost tools, the ghost hunting tools. I had that set up. You said, hold up. And why was Miss Robin so excited to search for Summer that night, June 15, 2021, with her snacks, smiling so big on the news, calling Summer her friend on her Facebook? Strange, if you ask me. Yo, I feel like, girl, I'm about to mess your head up. I feel like the whole church is a cult. The church is a cult. Allegedly. The church is a cult. I repeat, the church is a cult. I repeat, allegedly. Girl. Okay. So it's this guy that everybody that skipped over. All they keep seeing is that fat pastor man and somebody else, Tim Reed. They talking about all these people from the church, but it's one man that they done missed, and I believe that man is the leader of the evil part of that church. I almost feel like, let me break it down what I get, the spiritual reading of what I get on the church. I feel like everybody that's in attendance of that church don't understand they attending something evil. I almost feel like some of these people don't even know what they are in. They just think they go in a regular church. But I feel like some of these people are aware that it's an evil agenda underneath. And this man, his name is Pastor Matt. I ain't holding back. His name is Pastor Matt. I got him plastered all over my channel as well. Girl, investigate my channel, honey. I got him plastered all over my channel. He got slick black hair, slick to the back, looking creepy, always looking Summer up and down, child. I don't trust him. And I think he was having sex with, forgive me. I think he was having intimate relations with Robin while her husband was locked up. And so it's one church video where yes, So it's one church video where Robin be like making announcements about the resurrection, that she done put this whole act together for the resurrection, which pissed me off and irked me and made me nervous because remember, that's one of the first things Don said about Summer. So this church is big on the resurrection and reenacting the damn resurrection. That should give you some concern in itself. So, girl, so Don was like, we'll see Summer in the resurrection, or I believe in the resurrection. Whatever he said, I had that plastered across my first piece on Summer. I like, and look what this father said. And it was something like, I'll see her in the resurrection, or I believe in the resurrection. But that's still insinuating that she's not on this physical earth. That means she deceased. So, but yeah, so it's something when Easter was coming up, right? So Robin was talking with Pastor Matt. They was doing a church service. I don't remember who this was. I used to watch these church services on, but yeah, so and when I seen Pastor Matt, I thought he was the man in the drawing. I don't know why. I just felt this something telling me that it was him. But it might not be that he was the man in the drawing, because the man in the drawing had longer than shoulder length hair. This man don't have longer than shoulder length hair, but maybe the man looked like the man in the drawing to me because I'm supposed to notice him for something. And what I notice him for is yup, that's who it was, Zav. Yup, that's who it was. That's who it was, Zav girl. Yup. So yup, that's who it was when I seen the Robin and Pastor Matt video. So this man, he almost seems like a guest speaker or something there, but no, he's a regular fixture. But I believe this man go around the country like preaching their, I want to say their message, but he is the leader of the cult part of the church. I'm not sure that more than half of these people understand that this church is a cult. I'm not sure, because I don't think they understand. They just think they going to mass or they going to church. They don't understand that man, let me read that man as well. His name Pastor Man. I got him up in my videos. So that man, I believe, is he's telling them that he is the return of Christ, but he would be in actuality the exact opposite of that. When you see him, you don't get Christ-like vibes, okay? You get devilish vibes, maybe antichrist vibes, okay? And I believe he is the leader of the cults. Okay? So, and they got something going on where I believe if Candace didn't do this this summer, that church was going to do something like that to Summer or one of these kids. I really do. Cause you should have seen how excited she was about the reenactment of the resurrection. It just, oh my God, it scared me. It scared the daylights out of me. And I just believed that they was gonna really reenact the resurrection by sacrificing somebody, or they was gonna reenact what is that, Abraham and his son when they was on the hill, I think it's Mount Sinai, and he went up there and he was gonna take his son out. Yo, I believe this, girl. Like, yo, it's so crazy. So I believe this. So what else did I had to say about um so yes, I believe the church is a cult. I don't even know what I was on before that, because once you said something about that church, What you said something about Robin, you took me there. She is used to being others. She is used to being others or bringing others into the cult because she is pretty and seems so nice. But she is a whole damn demon, like Miss Robin. Like, yo, ooh, who you talking about? Oh, little Miss Robin. Okay, so look, yeah, I know you meant bring. I know you meant bring. Yeah, I know you meant that. So yeah, so let's all right. So what it is I'm not totally sure she's 100% cognizant of the fact that she is in a cult. I feel like some of these people believe that they are this church is different because it's literally acting out the living word. I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about. Oh, I know you meant Robin. I know you meant her. So yeah. So I believe now when it come to her now, but I know she got stuff with her. I believe that. Did you see when Chris McDonough interviewed her? She thought she was going to seduce him. She was trying to seduce him. She was trying to turn on her charm to take over his mind so he won't be able to function and ask her questions. But he looked right past that bullshit. Did you see that? Oh my God. Oh, let me take that off. I don't want to get you in no trouble, child. Wait a minute. My opinion, very sick stuff for her dance class. Yo, I think she was willing to sacrifice my baby, but she wasn't willing to sacrifice her own child. I think she knew my baby was going to be sacrificed. That's how I feel about it. What did you miss? What I say about the Chris McDonough? Yeah, Chris McDonough interviewed Robin about the red truck that somebody was talking about, and do she own it or do her father own a red truck or something? And she was in his classroom or something, and she was trying to like flick her hair, and she thought she was turning on the charm. She thought she was gonna put the charm on Chris McDonough, and he just wasn't gonna be able to function. But he looked right through that shit and he kept on asking her what he asked her. And I think he recognized what she was doing. Did Chris McDonough recognize what she was doing? Yes. Okay. Yes, girl. You got to see that too, girl. You said watch the visual video, the one where Don shows up. They're all laying hands on Candace. Robin doesn't even watch her own child at that visual. And her child almost get knocked down. Oh wow. Hold up, girl. If you can find that, send that to me or tell me where I can find it. The the visual where Don showed up. You know why? Because I've been looking for this because I had took some type of picture, but I cannot find it nowhere. So let me make that known on here too. So the visual where Don showed up with Candace, um, what I remember is I can't remember which one. I think it's Candace. So Candace was crying and sad, and Don was there looking all in disbelief and shocked. And so everybody gathered, like you said, they're trying to lay hands. So while she holding Don's hand, if you look at her arm, she has a tattoo of the cross with a snake around it. Now, when you look up this symbol, now you will see this symbol in medicine, but other than that, you will see this symbol. When you look up what does that symbol mean, it represents Jesus and the devil. Why does she have a tattoo on her arm representing Jesus and the devil. I feel like she the one who brought the family to this cult. I feel like she's the one who brought the family to this cult. Really though. So yes, girl. I didn't notice a lot of stuff. I got so much evidence. I got evidence for days and years, and nobody listens. I try to send this to, so not just these things. I really try to put factual evidence that they could grasp the things that they had the other stuff in their possession. I believe they threw it away. I believe they threw it away now. The stuff that Jamie waited for them to come and collect, I believe they didn't throw it away now. I'ma pray that they did not throw it away. I pray they didn't, but I believe they threw it away because they ain't been acting like they trying to find out what happened this summer at all. I almost feel like they got something at stake. They got something to lose if they find out that Candace did that to her baby. That's how I feel about it. Allegedly. Okay. That's how I feel about it. I look just like Sheriff Lawson. Okay. All right. I done tried to get information straight up to these people through phone call, through I got documented because I sent it through email and I sent it through phone call. So the email make it documented. Like you ain't erase it on your end, but I got it on my end to show that your ass did not even pay it no mind. And you don't have no leads, and y'all talking about y'all waiting for somebody to come and tell y'all what happened this summer. But y'all ain't waiting. Y'all already know what happened this summer. Y'all not waiting. So yeah, but anyway, what was I saying about? I forgot. I keep jumping all over the place because I get excited when if you say something that I didn't found something out about. I get excited and I can't keep up. Wait a minute, I'm messing up. So yes. So what was the last thing I was talking about? I was talking about uh yes, yes, girl. So um what else was I talking about? Talking about I was talking about Candace with the devil and Jesus tattoo with the snake on the cross. Now I wonder if she talking about herself. So that means she idolizes the devil because she got something, yes, the tattoo on her arm that could be seen at the vigil that Don came to. And the only reason why I was seeing is because she reaches her arm out to hold hands with Don. And that's why you see it. And that's when you see it clear as day. And somebody told me that Don got one, but I didn't see Don's. So I don't know that for a fact. But somebody told me Don got a matching devil meets Jesus tattoo. Okay. So that's just food for thought. Okay. So do he got a matching one? No. They said no. The people is is that true? No, it's not true. Okay. Okay. But yeah, somebody told me that, but I wasn't gonna go with that because I didn't see it myself. I'm only talking about stuff I see myself. So I was saying something about the church. I was saying something about the guy. Oh, Pastor Matt. Pastor Matt is the leader of the cult. Come on now, come back together. I wonder why. Are you having? Oh, all right, never mind. It went back to normal. So yeah. So what was I saying? He having relations with Robin, in my opinion, while her husband was locked up. He was. I don't know if her husband is still locked up. I had a problem with this video where Pastor Matt was in there with Robin, and she was so excited about the resurrection reenactment video that she put together to welcome everybody out to Warriors Path State Park. Oddly enough, again, Warriors Path State Park, girl. Again. So so what else? Yeah, but something about that video did not rub me the right way. When you find that church video, you gonna see Pastor Man and who he is. And when I seen him, he looked like the guy in the sketch that I saw in my, I guess you could call it a vision, but in my channeling. The first part with the sketch and the weeds, I could say that was a vision because I feel like there was like a spiritual message sent from someone else to me. But when I was being carried through Warrior Path State Park, oh no, that was a channeling because I was seeing through what I believe was Summer's eyes. And when I asked her later who was carrying her to show me who was carrying her, she put her father's face in my head. So that's who was carrying her. Okay. And but let's just put it all together. So who I believe was carried. So okay, so let's go back to put it all together to make sense. I put this stuff together and gave it to Ellie. I don't know if we can say that or not, but to the authorities. And I put where Jamie had the video and he showed the purple dress, which I know was what Summer originally had on. And guess what? Something else. She wasn't there on I don't believe that this whole thing happened on 6/15. I believe 6/15 was an orchestrated day by Don and Candace. I'm not gonna say Don the mastermind, but I'm gonna say I believe that she was missing before 6/15. So one day I was watching that girl missing but not forgotten. That's what I was about to say. One day I was watching that girl missing but not forgotten or whatever, and I was watching something about them being at the swimming hole or something. And I had the spirit box, the ghost hunting tools, the blue one, I had that going. And I had it sitting on the side of me. I was in the tub. Remember I was saying that? I was in the tub. I had it on the side of me. And I had this lady's video going, and she was talking about the swimming hole, and Summer's supposed to have been there and this and that. But everybody was saying a different date. But they was when they thought about a different date, they were saying let's just say they were saying 2 days after that. Let's just say they said, oh, 6/17 is when it happened. No. So while the ghost hunting tools was going, somebody said, check the date. I said, check the date of what? I said, check the date of that Summer was at Warriors Path State Park. And they was like, yeah. They said correct. Correct. That's what I need to check the date of. So then when I got my divining rods, I used them to get confirmation. So I started asking around. Well, my divining rods tell me that Summer went missing on 6/13. Okay? 6/13/2021. So when I told this to somebody that was all immersed in the case, they said that will make perfect sense because it's something about this coworker named Dudley or something. He was like, they was like, he seen Don on Monday morning. So 6/13 would have been a Sunday, I believe. And when he seen Don on Monday morning, he looked like he lost his best friend. And this is what the person was telling me. But I was just going by what spirit and the information that I got and how they was leading me to how they was trying to help me get accurate information. So I believe that she was missing. She went missing on 6/13/2021, and that they staged this whole missing thing on 6/15, which is why Candace had that purple dress posted on her thing and then took it down on the same day that Summer supposedly went missing is because she probably already had that posted because this was a picture from 613. Okay? So, yes, girl, it gets deep. It gets deep. It's a lot of deception, misleading that goes on when it comes to Summer and Summer's case. It's a lot of lazy authority work. It's a lot of people that's not really trying to find her, but saying that they are and asking for tips, but then saying that what do these people on YouTube know? Well, y'all ain't doing nothing. Why y'all not listening to the people on YouTube? They doing more than y'all doing. They acting like they trying to find her more than LE is, more than law enforcement is. Us, as far as I'm concerned, that's what it looks like to me. And what you say? Because of the numbers, in my opinion, it has to line up in a certain way for theirs. Yes, and that's why they did it. They staged it on 615 at 606. It's these triple six shit. It's that. It's the satanic agenda, like you said. Look, allegedly. But that's why. Okay? That's why. That's why they staged her going missing for 615. And that's why Don, for the first time in the whole time that Candace had that red car, that's why Don took that car to work because I believe it's some type of DNA evidence in there, any evidence, and that's why he took that car to work because he's coming back. They're not gonna search that car because he wasn't even there. Look, they really try to call themselves thinking some shit out, but they still not that damn smart. Okay, so look, I caught Candace in one of Chris McDonough's chats. Um, I knew it was her by something that she said because I told you I read energy of people. I read things about people that other people would just let fly right past them. And something she said in the chat made me know it was her. And then when I see who it was something whatever she was using for her name because it wasn't her name she was using, which was crazy enough. It was something I used to identify her that was in her name. It was crazy. And so I was like, and I addressed her, whatever her name was on there. I put the at, you know how you could do that and make their name light up? What you say? Let me see. What do I feel about Jody Sue Brown, the neighbor? What do you feel from him? I just feel like Jody Sue don't. I know she knows that Summer was abused. I know she knows that, but I don't know that I just don't know that she has anything to do with it or knows anybody or truly knows what happened to really know what has happened to her. But she is just close to them, close enough to know what has been going on before Summer went allegedly, quote unquote, big quotation marks, missing. That's how I feel about her. Like, I don't feel like she's into. I mean, yeah, her family got some stuff going on with them, but her family nor her sons or whatever. Because I remember they was going in on her sons too. I remember that they was going after her sons about something, but that has nothing to do with Summer. That's the one thing that I did not like about YouTube. They was getting like a circus about needless facts about people around where Summer lives, but it has nothing to do with why Summer's missing. Like, I forgot it was something that was going on right before Allison died. Right before Allison died, something was going on, and they was like, I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but they just keep bringing in crazy things that have nothing to do with Summer, and that's a distraction. You doing the same thing the police doing. They causing distraction, and you doing the same thing the parents are doing. They causing a distraction. Because if they was interested in finding out what happened this summer, they would have done it 3 years ago. hmm I tagged them in my I tagged them in this live. I tagged TBI. Yeah, get active. Act like you're looking for her. She need to be found. Y'all owe it to this baby, and y'all know what happened to her, but y'all keep turning y'all head. I believe if they go and research what happened to her and find out what really happened, I feel that Don or Candace have some type of information that could take either that sheriff or another person in TBI down. Because I sent information to all of them so that they could so let me tell you what I said. So I sent frozen frames of the purple dress, the purple frozen dress, with the look like a knife hole in the stomach area of the damn dress that was found in the water. I sent a picture of this dress and I blew it up and I put it side by side with the picture that Candace had posted on her Facebook profile on 6:15 at 6:06 p.m. and then deleted it. I sent this picture side by side. I sent the one where Summer is standing up. Obviously, it's Summer because her brothers is in the picture. What other little girl in a purple dress would it be? Okay, and you know these people was at that swimming hole. So it's like it's circumstantial evidence, but it's strong, strong circumstantial evidence. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Ooh, yo. So what you say about so you want to talk about him? Hold up. So him and his friends in New York, I feel like they all had some creepy PEDO type of shit going on from New York to Tennessee. And we talking about Hunter's dad. I believe they had some child trafficking shit going on. And I know that he worships the devil. I don't know if he still do, but he did. And on his Facebook page, his I don't know what it's called. Is it called a banner? Is it called a cover page? I don't know what it is, but not the picture that we use. Like not the picture you see next to my channel, but when you push onto the channel and it be something behind you, I think it's a banner. And it mentioned something that said um that he wanna do some satanic shit. So he worshiped the devil as well. They all go good together because they be on some bullshit. His friend, I believe he a cannibal. I ain't even lying. I don't even know if you could say that or not. But his best buddy, I believe he's a cannibal. He got a picture of, I don't know if it's him. Is that him? Yeah, so I believe it's him. His best friend got a picture of him eating flesh. And I believe it's human flesh, not no animal. Human raw flesh on Facebook. Girl, I investigated all these motherfuckers. I was on top of it. I wasn't playing with them. I was on top of all of them. So, um, like when you push on to go see somebody channel, if you go see Hunter Dad channel, it used to have. He says some very disturbing things about Summer. He said Summer sauce is no joke. What? Oh wow! For pics on his Facebook with children laying on dirty mattresses. Yeah, I think it's some trafficking shit. And um and I think he was about to try to line her up. That's what made her. I don't know if she still have a channel anymore. But what made her, if she don't, what made her take her channel down or disconnect from her channel is because he was trying to line her up, if you ask me. This is before he came on YouTube. He was trying to line her up. She thought she was getting the interview, but all these weird things started happening once she connected with him. And I think he was trying to line her up, actually. Line them up means get her taken out of here. Okay? So, um, also Allie's grandma, her mama was involved as well, in my opinion. Picture with her and the little toddler girl and her shaved head on the side. Yup, yup, yup. And you seen the picture of Summer when she was dancing. That's how her hair was. Summer hair was shaved on the side. Remember? Summer hair was shaved on the side. But I don't know if grandma was. I'm gonna say this. It's a chance that grandma was not wise about what was really going on, but she was in the middle of it and didn't understand that she was in the middle of a trafficking situation. You know what I'm saying? Because she just a grandma that likes kids and she like, hey, little girl, being nice to the babies. And it's a chance that she was in the middle of something that she didn't know what she was in the middle of. So yeah, so I just don't think grandma was like moving the kids. I don't think she was doing that. But I do think Andrew, Allie, it was another situation with Allie. Let me get some water. Look, I'm about choking here. Hold up. Let me get myself together. So it was another situation where I think Allie had True. I think that's the daughter name. True and um Hunter at this man house that had pictures on Facebook that say PEDO. Remember that? So it was this dude that was an old perv, and they knew it was an old perv, but she had all these kids over his house, which I thought you putting your children in compromising situations, and I feel like she was being paid to do that. I feel like she put them kids. I don't know if them kids was messing with him. I mean, not messing with him, but being abused by him, or if it was just that he's so creepy, he just want to look at him and it turned him on or something. I don't know if it was something like that, but I know whatever it was, she was being compensated for that because why would you have taken all these kids over there? Um, Let me see. So why does the news ignore the dungeon bedroom? No door, no privacy for kids. Summer with her shaved head makes me so upset. Oh, so yeah, let me finish trying to tell you about what I sent to them. I sent them all this stuff put together to make it make sense for them so they can even understand. So even at the very least, we know that the last person that she was in the custody of was her mother, and we gonna believe that something sinister happened from this. So what I had did is I blew up that picture. I froze the frame of the video where Jamie got that purple dress in the water. He don't know it's a dress, but I do because I seen the other part of the dress. Shit. So I seen it in perfect condition. And then I blew up that picture of the dress, right? I blew up the picture where Summer is in the dress. I blew up the picture of when the dress is in the water. It even got these little like fuchsia colored little marks on the dress that when you blow up the dress in the water, it has the same exact marks. Okay, you notice it's the same dress. Like I spelled it out for them. I blew up the picture of the dress so you could see the wound that looked like something had been punctured through the dress. I believe it was a knife mark that a knife went through that dress and what would be about the stomach area of the dress. Okay, I put all that stuff together to make it make sense. Yes. Yes. I put the sandals that was left there. I put the twisted tees that they talking about all over the internet. I'm talking about, and I put other things. I just can't remember, but I put it all together to make it make sense. Now it was circumstantial evidence, but it was strong, strong circumstantial evidence. And at the very least, it should have been enough for you to bring Candace in, the mother, for questioning because this insinuates that something sinister happened at the swimming hole. But I ain't hear nothing back from them. I sent it on email. I sent it. I called them by phone. Everything. I ain't hear nothing back. And then what upsets me is that a lot of people be trying to say, oh, well, you gotta know what's facts and what's not facts. It ain't no facts in this damn case. It ain't no facts. It ain't one thing that you can find that's a fucking fact because nobody been working in Summer's favor to find her. So it's no facts in this case. Anything you say is a fact, I could disprove it to you because it's not a fact. We don't know it for certain. This is what other people are saying. So that's hearsay. And that will be stricken from the record in court. But yeah, I don't know if I put that in there, but I remember when Chris McDonough was in there talking to, I don't know if it was Candace, but I said that's a camera up there in that bed that Summer and Josie supposed to share, right over that bed where Summer and Josie supposed to sleep. It's a camera. That's a camera. He was like, no, no, it looked like a light. It don't look like a camera. I said, I believe that's a camera. I don't know no light with an extra light on it. Like, I just can't remember what it was about this that I believed it was a camera. And a cord went from that light fixture to the back of the TV, which would be how you set it up to play on your TV from the camera. Like, yo, if you ask me, that was a camera. And Chris McDonough said it wasn't a camera because he was going through the thing and he was stopping it every so often he would stop it after he going through the house. And I'm like, ain't that a camera? He like, no, 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 that's not a camera. That's a light fixture. That's not no damn light. Why the light fixture? It's a cord connected to the light fixture that go to the back of the TV. Why the hell is that? If that's not a camera. That's how you hook a TV up to play what's on the camera. You put the feed into the back of the TV so it can play. But he chose to be seeing it through rose-colored glasses, no pun intended. Long live Rose Bly as well. No pun intended. But he chose to see it like that. So yeah, and when I had caught Candace in his chat, and I was going on her, I didn't let everybody else know in the chat that I was going back and forth with her, but I was going back and forth with her. And she knew I knew it was her, and we was going back and forth. And don't you know, the moderators at the Chris McDonough's channel blocked me on her behalf. Really? So we protecting KILLERs now because you were supposed to be trying to find out the truth, but you making side promises to this lady that you're going to protect her. So you're not out for justice for Summer. You out for ratings for your channel. That's when I found out he ain't somebody to believe in because he darn sure had me black. The moderators, they told her something like, if anybody say something to you in the chat, you just let us know and we're gonna block them. And they blocked me out of the chat for saying what I was saying to her. And I did not out her, which I could have done. I could have said, everybody, this is Candace right here. This person named this. But I did not do that. I just wanted to say what I had to say on my summer girl's behalf. And I gave it to her I was like, how could you? You're supposed to be the person that protect her, but you're the person that hurt her. So she's like, what you trying to say that I took Summer? I said, I'm trying to say that Summer made me feel a tightness around the crown of my head that sectioned off to the back left part of my head. Why? Because I believe that it was she hit her head on something at that swimming hole on the back left part of her head. Oh, that's the ancestor saying yes. I believe from being assaulted, I don't know, can you say assaulted? By Candace, by Candace viciously, she hit her head on something at that swimming hole. I don't know what it was, but she did hit her head on something. Or it could have been on Candace's hands. Because, like I said, she was viciously assaulting her. She snapped out on her and went in a rage and did something to her, if you ask me. She was jealous of her anyway. She was mad. Instead of protecting her baby from this predator that you call your husband, instead of protecting her, you serve her up to him. And then you start being mad with her and start assaulting her whenever you think about him, ABUSING, and her. That's crazy. This is the type of madness she had to live in. Dang, I wish I would have caught that at 2:04 because that's her birthday. 2:04. When you put that one comment in there, the last one with a sad face, it was 2:04 when you put that in the comment. But yup. So, well, 2:04 on my clock, I'm gonna say. But yeah, this is the type of stuff that this baby had to endure. Like, the positive thing I could say about where I believe my babe is, that nobody will try to hurt her there. I even told her that if she's over there, I was like, nobody can hurt you over there. I was like, if you don't like somebody and you don't want them near you, you say, get back. And like magic, they can't even come near you. I was telling her all this stuff, like trying to give her a tutorial on how to navigate in the spiritual world. Because if she was there, I didn't try to put her there, but if she was there, and then the fact that she reached out and pulled me into Tennessee and showed me Tennessee, I believe that means that she was there. Yup. But yeah. So yeah, I believe, just in a nutshell, I believe that this is what I truly believe happened. If we talking about the day of the actual crime, because I believe that day was 6/13/20. Candace, Hunter, I don't know. Was Grandma? Grandma was there. So Candace, Hunter, Grandma, and Summer were all at the swimming hole. And I believe that Candace was Molesting and Hunter for years, for years. Since they were living there, when Allie and her kids were living there, I believe she started doing that to that boy then. Okay? Because the spirit box that I used to use that make words told me that he be in the closet. And I'm not talking about no coming out the closet with no admissions. And I went and used my rods to try to figure out what that meant to get clarification. I felt like it meant he used to hide in the closet and wait for people to go to sleep so they could do stuff. Because this woman was sick and was doing this to this boy and had this boy all on sprung. This probably the first, that's probably his first. And he don't know. All he know is this good. He don't know. She had him hiding in the closet till everybody go to sleep and then they be free to do whatever. Look, you hear that? That's God and the ancestors hit me saying yes. So, like I said, so I believe she was doing things to this boy for years. That's why she bought him the twisted tea and all that. Yeah, she get him twisted and then twist him. So yes. So anyway, I believe that Summer wandered up on them doing something, whatever that may have been, and she was like, "Ooh, I'ma tell my daddy." And I believe that Candace lost her shit and went by she viciously assaulted. And I believe at the very moment when Summer came up, it was like, so I believe, look, it's a lot of details that I can't prove as fact, but it's like my spiritual gifts told me this. But I believe that Hunter had this little pocket knife or something. Oh shit. They saying that's right. I believe that Hunter had his pocket knife. Now remember, he's a young boy, so he's trying to impress Candace and make her think he's a bad boy. Like, yeah, something, yeah, and I did this and I was doing this with this knife and check it out. And then she like, oh yeah, that's cool. So at the very time that Summer wandered up, I believe that Candace was holding that knife. Okay, and so when Summer said what she said, I don't believe that Candace's first inkling was to use that, what she had in her hand. I just believe that she viciously assaulted this child like she was fighting a grown person. And 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 then I believe she then used what was in her hand. I don't believe she just went off and just used that at first. I believe her first reaction was to snap out on her because you know she always had a rage for her because she mad that her husband want her instead of her. But you supposed to protect this baby from your monster ass man. You're not supposed to allow him to have his way with this child. You're supposed to protect her. But instead of that, she acting like she in competition and she seeing her as the enemy like she the other woman. What type of mother, what type of Jerry Springer trifling backwoods type bullshit is that? So yes, girl. So let me see. Yes, replaced it with something. You said we have evidence that ooh, are you serious? I don't remember if I seen that. But like I said, she was doing this to this boy for years. I believe since he was 13 years old. I believe they were staying there when Hunter was 13 years old. And that's what she had him hiding in the closet, wait until everybody sleeps, go to sleep, and then they could chill and have fun. That's what I believe she was doing. Oh my God, Jose said that? Jose said he lost his stuff to her? I told you, I believe that. You see, everything I'm saying is coming to be like right. I believe that. I believe that. Because like yo, it's just the way it all turned. So and it was some type of Facebook stuff conversation where Hunter had finally got a girlfriend, and then Candace was jealous, and she was like trying to be cause interference. And True happened to stumble upon this conversation, and she like, what is going on here? Yo, I remember that. That's what I remember. Some Facebook conversation where Candace was trying to get jealous because um I feel like Hunter was met somebody he really liked and made that his girlfriend. And she all like saying stuff like that a girlfriend should say like, oh, well, she ain't gonna be able to really please you. She's saying stuff like that. And True, like, what is going on here? Yeah. So also, I wasn't supposed to bring this up, but since I'm bringing up everything and out and everything that all the evidence that I acquired against who really did this to Summer, and I'm not gonna forget that Don disposed of her because that's what she showed me when I asked her who did that, who was carrying you, who's carrying us, and she showed me that. She showed me her father's face. So, and I believe she is close to home because they want to know and be alerted if authorities discover her. So, I'm just trying to make it make sense. Okay? And so, what you say about Jose? H told Jose that, according to Jose, before he passed away. Yo, that was my favorite point when Jose went on Justin channel and just I felt like I remember I was all up in them comments like thank God for Jose. He was Summer's voice. Thank you, Jose, for showing up and being Summer's voice. Because and you know what's even worse? Mm. Girl, you about to make me stumble on the part I was trying to leave out, but we don't need to leave it out. I just said it last night because I just remembered it last night. People started talking about the little stuff it might not have been last night. It might have been the night before last. But people started talking about the stuff they remember about Summer. Um, well, about the Summer case. So somebody was like, yeah, they were trying to find out when was the last time the authorities have had any problems with anybody from Ben Hill Road, from that household or whatever, right? And they brought up when Jose and Don got into it in 2020, which brings me to what we forgot. It was audio of this call released. I don't know how I blocked that out because it was too traumatic to block, but it was audio released. Okay. Yeah. So it was audio released, and the audio was so this is the real reason why I don't know if I put this on my channel, but if I did, I know I titled it The Real Reason Why Jose and Don was fighting. Because they tried to make up this lie and say that Don and Jose was fighting because Don thought that he was doing Candace. No. Don and Jose was fighting. And Jose was so out beside himself, he made Candace call the cops. So he was so upset that Candace is almost like just never seeing Jose like that. She automatically called the cops. So anyway, uh so it was audio that was being released that showed that they was out there fighting, and you hear Jose in the back saying he ard her. He ard her. Talk about Summer. And then they said something about some liquid. I don't remember if it's BLOOD or is it something else. Is coming down her leg. And then, and he, like, Jose was so beside himself. This is the real reason why Jose and Don was fighting in October of 2020. And if you listen to the police call, the police dispatch call, you will know that's why. Because somebody had got it and released it, and I'll never forget. I don't know how I forgot it. It's almost like I blocked it out my mind. It was too traumatic for me to take in, just to like take in that this man. And that's what happened. Jose must have came upon Don assaulting this child, and they got to mixing it up. Jose and Don was fighting because of that. That's the real reason why Don and Jose was fighting. And dare I ask, is if Jose is anywhere around, God, would that be true? Yes, you could hear it on the dispatch call, because Candace, it was almost like under any other circumstances, Candace wouldn't have called the cops. She wouldn't have called the cops. She don't give a crap what happened to her child. She wouldn't have called the cops. But what happened? Jose was so out, like irate, out of control, beside himself, upset, just like Candace had never seen him like that, and she just reacted. It's almost like she became in fear because she never seen this side of Jose, and it was like call the cops or whatever, and she just called the cops and said whatever he was saying. So that's what happened. And I don't remember. And by the time the cops got on the phone, I don't remember if this is true or not. Candace could have changed her story of what was going on. But at first, she was saying what Jose was saying to say, and it was implicating her husband for assaulting that baby. I lie to y'all not. I tell no lies on my channel. Y'all can look this shit up. I'm not lying. This is the truth about the hell that this baby went through. And she even said it on a spirit box thing. This lady named Electronic Medium used to do spirit box sessions with her. And the first one I ever heard, she was like, I was in hell. I thought she meant, I thought she meant that she was in actual hell. Like, what you read about in the Bible? I thought she meant that. No, she meant the life that she had to live in this family, in this house, was a living fucking hell. That's what she meant. And the more we learned details, the more we understood that that's what she meant. So, that's why I told her when she was there. I didn't know that she was going through all this, but I knew she was severely neglected and mistreated. I remember saying that when I first seen the picture, and that picture wasn't even her, but that girl was severely neglected and mistreated too. But yeah, yup. When I first saw that picture that I thought was her, that we was all deceived to believe that was her, that's what I said. But anyway, yeah. So yeah. What else did I pick up on that I let me go through my stuff on YouTube and see. what I did pieces on so I could know what I need to be talking about. So yeah, but y'all uh let me see if I could find anything. Videos. So yeah, but I had tons of videos that got to do with my baby, the connection, what they got to do with it, who did what. Oh, I never finished telling the whole thing. So, like I said, I feel like Hunter, no, I'm not going to say Hunter and Candace was messing around because Hunter is a child. That is still child, ABUSE, period. If it was a man, we would say it. Since it's a woman, we going to say it. So Candace was assaulting this young boy that, young boys' hormones prevent them from seeing the wrong and what's going on a lot of the time. So she was doing that. He was showing off this knife he had in his hand, I believe. And what's crazy is even the things that have not been proven yet, everything else that I done said been proven by everything you showing me is evidence. So it's making me believe I'm right. I believe that Hunter was playing with this knife and he was like, look, like trying to seem tough, like, yeah, this is my knife. It's like a pocket knife or something, like a what you call them? Hunting knife or whatever them they flick out, you click it out and you flick it out. I believe it was one of them things. I forgot what they called. But I believe he was playing with that. He showed it to her, trying to make it seem like he a badass. And she was like, oh yeah. And then she had it in her hand. And and she started assaulting this boy in some type of way, trying to come at him in an intimate type of way, because that's a child and that's assault. Um, and so trying to come at him in an intimate type of way. And then Summer came up and was like, oh, but I'm not saying that she did it right away with what she had in her hand. I'm gonna say she first started. Excuse me, that was so ignorant. I ain't mean to belch. I didn't know I was gonna do that. But anyway, excuse me. So, but she started assaulting this child, and I don't mean with what she had in her hand, like, but I feel like throwing punches and and that is why I felt something on the back left part of my head, because I believe that that was shown to me as one of her fatal wounds. This days that confused her because from being viciously assaulted, I believe she hit her head the on the women hole. But I know that somewhere along the line, what she did have in her hand that Hunter showed her was used, because when Jamie went up to that swimming hole and showed the purple frozen dress in the water, it had a hole in it that looked like a knife hole. Period. And the knife hole looked like it would be in the stomach area of the dress. And then we're gonna go and match up evidence when they was coming home that we all thought Summer was DE, but was Trump break on a picture with the seatbelt and the red fluid that was over her, where the seatbelt at? Hey, Miss Renee, how are you, honey buddy? Hey, beautiful. Hey, boo. Good to see you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Well, so yeah. Oh, let me make you a moderator. Look, if you get the same treatment over here, everybody become a moderator. Hold up. Let me do that. So let me remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Oh, all right. The picture in the car. So remember that. Let me go back to the. I can make you a moderator. All right, come on, baby, don't act up on me. All right, let me turn this down so it won't. Yeah, so you won't hear it, but I'm gonna make you a moderator. Yup, it's good to see you, boo. You got to be more regular. I don't know why you start abandoning us like that, boo. Oh, let's say you're supposed to be a moderator, but it ain't show up in blue. So, um, that's crazy. Make another comment for me, boo. I just want to make sure because they say moderator. So yeah. So let's get back to what I was talking about with Summer. So so the picture in the car, which plays into the picture in the car. So remember what I was last saying. The purple dress picture. Miss Renee, if you don't mind, can you make another comment? There she go. There's my girl. All right now. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay. So now we in business. So yeah. So like I was saying, the picture in the car, right? So first I was saying that the purple had what looked like to be a nice hole up. So we see her back home seatbelt for her in the area that looked like red fluid or whatever, BLOOD, is right there on the seatbelt. Yeah, so it looks like it's right there on the seatbelt. Um, it's right around the stomach area. What are the odds? So that also proves a dress that was found in the water by that guy that came back to the swimming hole, Jamie. And then it also proves that they changed her clothes. No, they were saying they changed her clothes because they want her to get wet. No, they changed her clothes because she was assaulted with a KNIFE in the stomach. And she didn't care enough to even like she left that where it was at. She ain't give a she ain't care. She left it where it was at. Um, and I truly believe that this is another part of my spiritual. I, you know, I remember this through Summer's eyes. What I didn't understand this is what was happening. So when this happened, I was floating backwards. Now, I was floating backwards. She it also told me that this crazy bitch was going to let her daughter float away. She didn't care to save her. She didn't never snap back to reality and say, what let me save and there and did not turn on the waterfall because I believe that where they are at, you remember where Chris McDonough was interviewing them? Believe there is going to through my eyes as her is of her that out there to her because he can't believe what he just witnessed. And he like, this BITCH crazy. And he went and saved her. That she would have let her go down that waterfall. She do not care. Don't believe her crocodile tears. Don't believe her lies. I saw what I saw. Yeah. So, what else did I is there anything else I forgot to add? Nope. I said everything. Yup. Yup. So yeah, everything that I said all go together. Um, just host this show that thank God he came to speak for Summer before he lost his life. Man, thank God for Jose. Because we wouldn't know that. And when it all made before I ever seen her, but I dream. And I was at this place where it seemed like it's like a cliff, like where I'm looking from almost like I'm looking down. I would have never known running his mouth. That's how together to help you understand how this all makes sense and how you are putting things together to help this child. But yeah, that child I believe is close to home. But yeah, so what was I saying about Jose? About he said that he found Don showering with Summer. Remember that? He said he found her grown ass father showering with her and he went off. I believe he found more than that. I feel like Jose edited what he said. I feel like Jose found more than that, which is the reason why they was fighting on in October of 2020 out there and the cops was called. Because what I heard in that police call, what Jose was screaming out, that he R would her, that's the reason why they was fighting. They weren't fighting over no fat ass Candace. They was fighting over what he did to his child. So that sets the scene to tell you that all the rumors were true. He was abusing his child. The mother of the child, instead of protecting the child, was too busy abusing somebody else's child. Okay. Was busy going after somebody else's child herself and being jealous that instead of protecting her child, she jealous that this grown ass man is harming this child. And so now she mad at the child. Now she getting ABUSED from all which away. This is a little bit like, could y'all imagine this being your life? This is why she said on that spirit box she was in hell. This is why she really was. Her life was a living hell. So the good thing about all of this, if nothing else, is that she don't have to be in harm's way at the hands of these effed up individuals that she was living around, living near, living close to, living with, supposed to say they her family, supposed to love her, and try to entrap her. But I'll save the rest of what I had to say for another day because it don't really have to do with what happened to Summer, but it has to do with a connection between Summer's family, and she showed me something else crazy that happened at the hands of these lunatics uh that got to do with how they got 110 Ben Hill Road. Okay? Which is the reason why Don won't snitch on Candace, because Candace know how Don got 110 Ben Hill Road. She knows, and that's why he got to stay silent on her so she can stay silent on him. And that's the type of evil exists when it comes to these two fools. And I hope that I have gave people some clarity on what really happened. I have tried to tell authorities what really happened to this baby, the factual parts. I believe all of it is facts, but the parts that can be proven and shown, and they had the evidence in their own possession and still refuse to look at the fucking evidence. This is the type of people we dealing with. And then they sit up here trying to argue with YouTubers that's actually trying to find Summer when y'all ain't trying to find her. Y'all ain't trying to help the baby. So it's so sad. I just pray that one day she is found, but I believe it's going to take uh them being away from there for her to be found, because it's like 11 acres of land of there. And I believe she close to home. She could possibly be on them 11 acres. So I just know, I believe she's close to home, and because uh he will want to control when they find her, being prepared enough to know when they find her. So she's around the premises. She's somewhere around 11 acres or so of that land. And I'm praying. You said I'm breaking up? Oh, am I still breaking up? Oh, no. You said, shoot. So I'm still praying that she is found. I pray that somebody will care enough to find her. The people that did come look for her, shout out to EquiSearch. They the only people that look for her. Never look for her. Nobody 11 acres. And they went up, maybe she. Let's pray that somebody gets a heart and wants to find her and wants to make sure she is found. Give her a peaceful going away service. But even if they never do, she is fine. She is with God. She is with the angels. Nobody could never hurt her no more. Ain't no evil people after her. Ain't nobody trying to sacrifice her. Ain't nobody looking at her like she lunch. She ain't got to worry about none of that no more. So thank God for that, if nothing else. Thank God for that. And I hope we remember the beautiful girl that we saw in those videos and those pictures and all of that stuff. And I hope that she knows that the world loves her and we ain't gonna never forget her. Even if these fools ain't trying to find her, we trying to find her. So this was for her. I'm sorry that it took such a dark turn, but when I started getting, I don't know, certain things that was being said made me start spitting out other things, and so we just had to get to the bottom of everything. Everything is on the table, and if LE actually cares, if authorities care, They will actually consider what is being said. It's too late. I believe they threw out the evidence that they had in their possession. But if they did it, maybe they'll go find that evidence that's in their possession and actually try to do real police work, their job. So let's pray for that, y'all. And we will never forget Summer. Don't ever forget her. She is a beautiful angel now. I'm so sorry that that has happened, but I'm so glad she don't have to live these horrible times that she had to live when she was here with these monsters that they called the family. So I guess that's it. That's all, y'all. Thank you for everybody that showed up. I appreciate y'all presence. I love y'all. I appreciate everything, y'all. Everybody that pulled up. I appreciate everybody that made comments. I appreciate everybody that came through. Um, Never forget beautiful summer, moon, Utah Wales, the beautiful, lovely. Now she 8, but yeah, she was once 5. But never forget her. Um, and we still gonna be fighting to make sure she's found. And that's it, and that's all. Thank you, everybody that showed up. I love y'all. Justice for Summer. We gonna get justice for Summer. All right. Peace.